We are underway in the 8th and final game of the opening weekend of the NCAA tournament. It'll
display.
Spallina turns, feeds Thompson. He's got some space from X. Scanning. Owen Hiltz. Bullseye. 77.
Their ability to slide and recover, but just better ball movement. You can see Thompson with that.
5 in gray. He's one of their 3 captains. Ulay spins it back to X. Spallina takes a peek, playing hangman here. Goalie's out of his cage. Wow, it's knocked away at the last moment, and they missed it.
A little bit of a rest, but it's not just the penalty itself, it's what happens afterwards.
And you can never do that with the man-up unit, right?
Oh, that was my bad running joke all week.
Too many egos on that side. Towson Alex Roussel, the sophomore out of Toronto.
On the doorstep, you see just a nice little sharp cut. Tournament.
Through the whole league.
Yeah.
7-0 in CAA play. That's how they made the tournament for the first time since 2019. This group has restored the roar. Can't stop that, though, itself.
This is like either Towson is fine or comfortable with that happening.
Here comes Roussel. Matched up with Sam English, who's trapped on defense. Makes his move. What a find! What a find! It's how Roussel threaded that needle.
Attacks that left side, draws the double team from his knees. Somehow threads the knee. Oregon, California, Washington.
They've got a guy named Bodie who's from the Pacific Northwest and loves to ski. It's just perfect. And the Tigers ahead of steam, wasting
Weber
no
just goes down the alley here, and just the slide is super late. Truly. You think on the Bayhawks, he was like, hey, I had a poster of you when I was growing up. You think he'd like...
Yeah, get in line. No look feed. Hiltz buries it.
Of this offense, but you get a dodge and then you bump it down to Muley, and then on the backside, Syracuse to get these kind of looks on such a consistent basis. You know, if this game ends up in the teens, like favors Cuse, right? If this is a low-scoring affair, that's kind of what Towson wants.
Oh, what a finish! Takes the contact, scores anyway.
Dodge from Spallina. Here's the help. He draws the double team, quickly gets the ball.
Now it's Mikey Weishar, All-American third team according to USA Lacrosse Magazine. We'll see where he checks in at the Inside Lacrosse All-Americans, which we're going to reveal at halftime. Well, Chop Gallagher, he stings it with that lefty stroke.
Little right to left split down the alley outside the hash marks. Drops into a zone here defensively.
Stevens, Roa spins it back to X for Spallina. Again playing hangman. Downs out of his goal. That's too easy.
Dan, why Downs would do that on each pipe? So there's no real reason for Downs to come out there.
By Wyatt Hoddle, and now Chop Gallagher sprints on. He's got those 2 goals for Towson as they go back to full strength. 25 to shoot. Hoddle on Roussel. Skip pass. One more. Count it! Buried in the bottom corner by Mikey. Majority of this first quarter. Here's Burt Whistle. Trying to find some space. Feeds in front. Roa shot. All square at 5. Tigers trying to become the first and the only team to win on the road in this first round. Haven't seen it since 2004, where all seeded teams win. Weishar, his second goal of the first quarter.
Glances at the clock. He goes underneath. You think he's running out of daylight. And he gets his helmet popped off in that scrum. Was hard to see from up here. That's what got him off the field. Good to see him back out there.
Had the short stick matchup on the skip pass. There's a great sign for Syracuse. Will Mark has his first save. Cole 0 goals, 1 shot.
Yep, and that's why Spallina waved it off.
Hilt spins it back to X and Spallina. Again, playing hangman. Will it be the same result? Downs was out for a moment, gets back in, too late. And we're tied again.
At halftime, Spallina has consistently hung up Towson pretty much every few.
Maurer. Now DeMeo, under 10 to shoot. DeMeo hammered by Figueres. Riley Figueres has been a wall.
Strategically.
Shot clock winds. Muley winds. Downs makes the save.
Yeah, they're putting the short stick on Roussel. I like how they have the quicker huddle on him.
Roussel, great feed, alley-oop. There's Maurer, his first goal tonight.
To go along with one goal, the first half has been the Roussel show. So draws the double.
Stevens in pursuit of the ground ball, and he's got it.
They got numbers here. They got numbers.
You know Stevens will take advantage. He notices it. Sam Alexo's running with him. Stevens on the swing move. And the coast to coast.
Because he can pick up the ball in the wing. He's got the speed and athleticism to go coast to coast.
First one for the Orange in 7 minutes. We're tied at 7. It's the 7th tie. We've had 7 lead changes. Oh, bouncer right off the draw. Mason Cone, his 8th of the year.
Avoids a trail check or two, and then
This has been a back and forth affair. 7 lead changes. Syracuse just had that double punch with the 2 goals in 10 seconds.
dives into that lane.
There's Roussel, count it again. Low to high, top shelf.
To the push from behind, just gets the goal line extended on English, drops his.
And allows just over 8 goals per game. Best defense in the country statistically. And how about this? They switch a close defenseman onto Roussel, Caden Cole. Weber turns, shoots, and scores. Second of the first half. Flexing on him.
So this shouldn't be like a huge surprise. We talked about it potentially being a defensive battle if it's going to go Towson's way, but
under 20 to shoot. This is the matchup that's worth the price of admission. 2 future pros. Spolina and Bars, who started to post up, trying to get to his signature move, has to give it up with the double coming. Beat the crease. It's Thompson.
wisely gets out of that pressure.
The 22 is the famous number on offense. 11 is the famous number for Syracuse defensively. Figueres wearing that as a sophomore. And it leads to a Syracuse. Oh, enters the chat in the Orange back in front.
You see this pass by Stevens. He's going to then follow that. Doesn't really get much on.
Arrow win. Here's Roa. With a step, trying to get to his left hand. Whips, gives it to Hiltz. Sharp angle shot goes.
Roa evades that double team, gets it to Hiltz. Off. That's the 10th goal. English is 11. Here comes the 12.
And right down Marshall Street. From the face.
Wins the clamp, pushes it forward to himself. Towson slow to run. Yeah, Thompson lost his glove. Meanwhile, Towson's going to do a quick substitution. 6 on 5.
Stevens takes advantage. Stevens, 5 in a row for the Cuse. Just starts
Spolina behind the play. Towson, an offensive midfielder, just about to kill off the remainder. That would have been a huge kill.
Back to 6 on 5. Burt whistle. His 3rd man-up goal of the season.
Beautiful ball movement here. It's set up by that skip by Steven.
Unsettled here. .15 to shoot. Hiltz gets it back and twists it. Hiltz Hattie here.
Score here on just a simple little give and go.
It's a Towson team built on defense. They allow under 8.5 goals per game, tops in the country. Spolina's got Downs out of his crease, and he's just again. Downs tried to.
You can see him at this point. You gotta just abandon and get back into the crease.
5 points. Leo to X and Spolina. Spolina surveys, finds Hiltz. What a skip. What a Roa stings the top shelf.
Spolina skipping to Hiltz. And Roa, from a severe angle, rolls back.
20 seconds split the game in the shot clock. This is Roussel. He's got the shorty matchup against Nathan Levine. 34 in white and orange. Roussel, what a find. And it's
Towson get enough possessions because Roussel, I mean, this is just a dime and a backhand.
Roa goes this time. Downs makes the stop. And we go to the third. Tigers led 9-8 at halftime. Chop Gallagher, 13, had 2 goals in the first quarter. Weber, ooh, goes 5-hole. Might have burned some pellets in the turf here at the Dome.
Try to make up the whole margin in kind of one play. I'm sure Coach Nat, maybe his first team All-CAA.
Mullen wins it cleanly. Is he going to do it again? Feeds Spallina. Count it. 7 points for Joey Spallina.
Got to rotate to him, because if you don't, he's proven he can bury it. Looked like there's a little bit of confusion.
Right after Towson scored to cut it to 6, the Orange came right back. DeMeo with a skip. Maurer with a rip. Flag. That's the connection.
They're going to get Alexo after the pass there with that hit. Beautiful.
They swapped the penalties, a push and a slash.
Youth coaches are going to be clipping that out to show their kids Monday morning.
It doesn't work. It's not worth it. Hiltz on the dunk. 22-77.
The ball around the perimeter. Spallina just ultra comfortable back there. No pressure.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Day 1, not many close games. Day 2, bunch of thrillers.
Oof.
What a move! Michael Leo! Now you don't. A 20.
This is just smooth. The big face dodge, and then just the cat.
Maryland, Army, and Cornell. And then they only lost by 2 in South Bend, which really, relatively speaking, not that bad. Spallina tried for the high number Sean Nadalin wore when he was playing at Hopkins, because Gary Gait was his childhood hero.
Not having to defend?
Yeah, exactly. That helps.
I mean, it does. I mean, in more ways than one.
Weishar on the run to 42 goals on the season for the inside
Despite
lacrosse.
that last shot, I think Will Mark has really settled into this second half. I mean, Towson, when they've had their opportunities.
2017, this Towson program denied them a chance to go back with a dominant win in the quarterfinals. Took 7 years, but Syracuse getting its revenge today. Thompson looking for 30 seconds on the extra man. DeMeo, the no-look feed. Weishar up top. Gallagher, now Weber. There's Roussel. 3 goals, 3 assists.
Program, right? You lose Villa Gomez on the first play of the CA championship. They don't bet.
Towson 9-game win streak coming in, their longest of their Division I era. Roussel with a bouncer. Have a night, Alex Roussel.
Beats Hoddle with speed, so you go with Hoddle thinking he can match.
And that's the final horn. And for the first time in 20 years, all 8-seeded teams will take on Denver next Sunday in Towson.
Super impressive. You gotta love the ball movement. You gotta love the player movement.
Syracuse is your 5-4. That'll be in Towson a week from today.